Now we are continuing the lecture. Now let us see the term endurance limit. Endurance or fatigue limit. Limit or strength. Fatigue limit. Okay. Endurance limit or fatigue limit. Nothing but is a maximum, is the definition like this. It's a maximum value of completely reverse stress that standard specimen can sustain for infinite number of stress cycles without fatigue failure. Remember, and for determined endurance, generally it is denoted by letter S-E. This is endurance limit or endurance limit for standard component, standard specimen in newtons per mm square, and this industrial standard specimen determined by the test fatigue test or rotating beam machine test, or developed by the scientist R.R. Moore test, is known as a rotating beam machine test. Or R.R. Moore test. This test is carried out to determine the standard, that is the endurance limit of standard specimen. What they will do, this is a opportunity, what they will do, so they under limit this test, they take a standard polished bar like this. This is a polished bar taken, cross section reduced somewhere here. Standard polished bar taken, high polished surface taken. It is supported. It is supported self-aligned ball bearings like this there. The self-aligned ball bearings. Like this. It is they are supported in the central. They carries a weight balance. Weights are attached there, and it is rotated by. This is rotated by. Now this is a structure you call, and it is rotated by electric motor. This is a electric motor. This is a electric motor. This is a standard specimen. Standard specimen. And the number of revolutions that are measured by, this is another unit known as a revolution counter machine. A revolution counter machine. Okay, so this is the setup of this one. Okay, the standard high polished surface bar taken standard size high polished surface, and it is driven by electric motor, and number of revolutions measured by the revolution counter. And initially the load is attached at this pad, and it is assumed that it is loaded centrally. It is assumed that it is subject to radial load, and this specimen is subject to the bending moment, pure bending moment. Now, during each test, first what they do in the first step, load attached approximately equal to 0.9 times the SLT, 0.9 times. Yes, with the ultimate test of 90% ultimate of material, load is attached there. Now motor starts, it is rotating, and number of revolution before evidence of first crack was measured by revolution counter. But before development of first crack, remember, so motor is rotated by this one, and before evidence of first crack, number of revolution corresponding revolution counter will measure. Okay, and this. Now, for second test model, load attached slightly less than this one. Again, motor is rotated, and again, next standard specimen we attach here, and again, the number of revolution counter measure before evidence of first crack. Likewise, number of go with the load attack reducing corresponding to standard specimen, you are changing that, and you plot the failure point on the SN diagram, SN curve. So there is a that SN curve will be like this here. I just remove this part. So this is a SN curve where this SN is a log paper. So this is on log scale, log to the base 10 of n, and this is a log to the base 10 of applied stress, like this. Okay, I will discuss the first step. This value is a 0.9 of ST on log scale, log to the base 10 of 9 of ST. This is a failure point, and it assumed that corresponding the point number of stage cycle will be 3, that is a log to the base 10 of 10 raised to 3. The first thing. Second test like this here, load attached lesser than this one. Again, the failure point will be like this. Okay, the number of tests we carry out here, and you can draw like this here. This is a failure point mark under this failure point mark, and you draw the average curve. So this being point A, you draw the average curve through this. It is observed that at this point, that is 6, that is a log to the base 10 of 6 here. Okay? At this point, the graph becomes asymptotes, graph becomes straight line. So what is the meaning of that? You plot this one, this corresponding value give the SE, endurance strength, SE. So what is meaning here? That even you at this particular load, the material can sustain for infinite number of stage cycle, a corresponding point known as a induced limit. Okay, and this curve is this is known as a SN diagram. Plot on log paper. This is known as a SN diagram. SN diagram. And this graph is visible for only ferrous material. Ferrous material, that is steel or iron. In the non-ferrous material, this graph, so after this one again becomes like this here, straight line. So this is for non-ferrous material. Metals. For example, aluminum, phosphor, bronze, like this here. That means this material, non-ferrous material, do not exhibit the property like in industrial limit. Industrial limit are only present in case of your ferrous material. So this is about the log scale. So this industrial limit, remember, the industrial limit is a property of just like ultimate tensile strength, and depends on number of factors, because we have taken the polished bar, surface finish, the size is fixed here. Then the reliability of this fatigue test, reliability of the test here, and again this is a quasi component uniform, but this is correct for actual component. So these are difficulties are present there, so they also depends upon fatigue concentration factor. So this is called the rotated beam machine test, or also known as a RR test. Okay. Sorry, thank you.